Hello, and welcome to another pick a card reading. I am B, and this is another mystery reading. So I have four pre shuffled piles of oracles set aside and four piles here to choose from. This reading is going to be about whatever needs to come through. That's kind of the intention that I have for these mystery readings, but I will title the video accordingly. We'll see what comes out here before we, before we say what this is going to be about. So I will introduce you to the piles. We have pile one with the keyword separation, this silicon stone, and this card here. What is this? Let's see. This is Walter Hood Fit. Wait, what? What? Nymphophia ruperi. Nymphophia ruperi. That's what this is. I'm not sure if this name Walter Hood Fitch is the name of the person that named it, or if that's the name of this plant. I'm not sure. Let me know in the comments if you're a botanist, if you know anything about this. It's very interesting. These colors are nice. And even with this blue, I don't know, this is giving me retro vibes. And by retro, I mean like mid-century modern, like 70s type vibes. This pale blue, the yellow, and the green. Okay. Interesting vibes for pile one already. Like I'm feeling interesting things coming through, interesting feelings. And that's a very distinctive pile there. So for pile two, we have identity as your keyword. We have this kyanite, I believe. There's the stone, and then the card. This one here. It's like a scene. It has like mountains in the background and like a valley down there. It says detail of the South Indian rhododendron. So it's a rhododendron flower here in the forefront. Is that how you say it? Rhododendron? I don't know how to say that. I've never been able to pronounce that properly. Yes, so that is your pile two. For pile three, we have reflection as the keyword. We have this desert rose. And for the botanical card, we have this here, which that looks kind of like a pomegranate. Let's see, just to make sure. Punica granatum from Icons Plantarum. Okay, that's the title of this. But that definitely looks like pomegranate, right? Right? Okay. Reflection. For pile four, which I don't typically do for piles, but today's a special day, we have community as the keyword. We have amethyst as the stone. And your card is the iris. Beautiful. A little moth on there. It says iris bulbosa latifolia. These names are really something. Okay. So I'm sorry if my voice is a little different. I'm recovering from illness. But yes, four piles to choose from. Choose intuitively, whether it be from the images, the stones, or these keywords. I will give you a few more moments. You can pause the video here if you need more time to choose. The timestamps will be in the description box down below. And I'll see you at reading. If you chose pile one with the keyword separation, silicone stone, and this, what was it? Nymphophia ripari. I don't know. This is your reading, pile one. So let me figure out how to lay out the cards here. I'm not quite sure how to make these all fit. They're all kinds of random different sizes. I really should use decks that are similar sizes, but I can't. I really love these decks. These are just so intuitive for me. So I feel a sense of defeat there. But anyways, look, I think this is part of your message, Paul. One, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you. I feel like you think that maybe oh, I feel so defeated in my quest in this life or my mission or something like that. If you feel that you have a mission or you feel like you haven't accomplished what you're supposed to and you're not sure what direction you're supposed to be going in or if you're even making progress, you are making progress. Um, because everything is accomplished regardless of how it looks. You know, everything that you're here meant to do is being accomplished. I think you're doing very well. I think I said this in another reading recently. I'm getting that feeling of someone needs encouragement because they almost feel like they're a failure, okay? And that's just not true, pile one. If that's how you're feeling, it's not true. You're not a failure. It doesn't matter how old you are. Um, as you accomplish these things in life, like I don't know, there's no set time when you're supposed to have this set of achievements. There's no, you know what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying there? I don't know. I feel like you need a pep talk, pile one. And well, let's just get into the cards here. Sorry. I'm trying to hype you up here. This is it feels like you really need it. I think you really need a good friend. Um we have Grace in this archetype deck here. I believe you are leveling up in so many ways and you're just not really recognizing that or you're not feeling it as much as you would hope. Let's see if that's going to change for you. I'm hoping we get answers on that. Sacred cycles. Okay, you have gone through so many cycles. If you resonate with scorpionic energy, platonic energy, eighth house energy, phoenix energy, death and rebirth, these types of things, cycles, you have gone through so many cycles in life. You have graduated so many times in your spiritual journey, whether you're aware of that or not, whether you even consider yourself a spiritual person or not. You have evolved so much. Truly. This is how I'm feeling. And let's keep going. I'm sorry. We have liberation. This is what it's gonna like. You realizing this is going to feel very freeing. You coming to the realization that you're a spiritual badass is what is going to lighten your load in life and make you stop feeling like you haven't achieved what you're supposed to achieve. I feel like this pile is the pile that thinks they're an underachiever, but you're not an underachiever. You may be an overachiever. You just don't recognize your successes. Man, Pawan, this is a problem. We got to change that. We have Six of Cups. Look, Six of Cups can be about past lives. Six of Cups is kind of like a card of nostalgia. You have overcome so many different past lives in this life. Did I say that in another reading too? You have, first of all, if you believe in karma, you've cleared so much karma in this lifetime. You have dealt with so many karmic themes in this lifetime alone, and that is like that's like the most that's how can you think that you haven't achieved so much? You've cleared so much karma. You're a badass, Pile One. Maybe this video needs to be titled "Let Me Hype You Up." I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna title this video. You don't give yourself credit for your abilities either, Pile One. Like you don't give yourself credit for your intuitive abilities, for your successes, just how cool you are. I feel like too, this Paul is a cool person and they don't like give themselves credit for it. I don't know if somebody's making you feel like you're uncool. This sounds like such a juvenile term to use, but does someone make you feel like a loser? If they do, like literally the way that they make you feel is irrelevant because you're not a loser anyway. I don't know. I don't subscribe to the fact that anybody's a loser, but like you're literally not even even the stereotypical perspective of what a loser is. You're not that, pile one. You're not that at all. I'm laughing. It's not funny. Like I'm just in disbelief at this feeling. It's the way it feels. It's like you need a slap in the face. Be like, come on, like Earth to pile one. Oh no. We have a snake. Oh my god. We have the tree. We have a not tree left. The flower of life here. This snake is doing the Ouroboros thing. You may resonate with that. You may like that symbol or that symbology. You may like the flower of life symbology. You may have a tattoo like this. You may have wanted a tattoo like this. And this is earth energy. This is very grounding energy. I truly feel that this also, look at this. The snake, it's like a cycle. It goes in a cycle. And this liberation card, this vase has colors like the earth, like globe earth or whatever. Like that's what it kind of looks like to me. I've always thought that when I see this card. There's a lot of earth energy here. You're so grounded. You're so like, or maybe you need grounding. Maybe that's what's coming for you. That's what's coming next in your, that's the next chapter in your life. Is you really like centering yourself, coming back to center and realizing, damn, I am a badass. Like I am like it. Like pile one, caution. You're look. Somebody yearns for freedom and is scared to literally step towards it. You can be confident in making steps towards your freedom. With this separation card, you may be separating yourself from things that you're just like, man, you're killing my vibe. Like, could be people, could be job, could be family, even for some people. Did I say people? It could be a relationship, like it could be a romantic relationship or a significant other that you feel like is dampening your vibe. You might be separating yourself from them, even if it's just energetically and not like physically, like or, like real world stuff. Um, like I said, it could be family. It could be parents. It could be siblings. It could be whatever. You're separating yourself from it. You're stepping away from it. You're distancing yourself from it. Your movements are going to become so much more graceful. I feel that this pile really just yearns for inner peace. I'm curious to know what this flower, this plant right here represents. Did we say it's, what did we say it was? Oh, we need to look this up. Nymphophia ruperi. I don't know what that is. Yeah, can you see that? Walter Hood Fitch? Is that like the name of the person that discovered it? Or I'm willing to bet this is some weird Amazonian plant. I don't know. It needs to be looked into. I might look into it before the reading's over and insert information about it. But maybe not. I can't make any promises, but we have third house with environment, communications, family, speech, education, intellectual interests. Okay. Somebody is really honing their craft. Somebody is really stepping into realizing I've got talents, my talents are above average. I'm feeling like you, Paul One, as the viewer, you have above average abilities. And maybe you've always known this, you've kind of like noticed it, but you never really, you didn't give yourself credit for it. It's about damn time you do. I'm not even sure, and I don't think you're aware of what is causing you to, I feel like you're keeping yourself small. Sorry about that, pal one. My storage on my phone actually filled up, and I can't remember where we were. Let's see. I think I was saying something about someone is keeping themselves small. It was a really weird place for to have an interruption. But somebody is, I feel that you are preventing yourself from becoming your full potential. That's what I feel. It's caution. You're too, you don't make moves that you really are pulled intuitively to make because you're afraid of what it might mean. You're afraid, you're thinking, is it appropriate for me to do that at this point in life? Have I achieved enough? Have I been successful enough for me to step towards my freedom now? For me to step towards the things that I truly want in life? The things that I'm pulled towards, the things that really light my fire. It's kind of the vibes I'm getting. Third house is about communication, really. I don't know how we got off on all that stuff when I pulled this third house card out, but I feel like you're a very intelligent person. You're a very articulate person. And third house, for some reason, I'm thinking it's a lot of air energy, and I'm thinking of someone who overthinks. Or maybe not. It's like this is not a feeling of ruminating, like overthinking in that way. It's more of a I need to be as practical as possible, and I need to be viewed as successful as possible and be taken as seriously as possible. I have no idea like why you would feel that way, Paul One, but if this resonates with you, please let me know in the comments if this is like on point here. Uh, it's coming through pretty strong, to be honest. The energy signature on this pile is pretty strong. Um, let's keep going. We have two more cards here, and hopefully, my battery won't die. I think we're at 8% here. It's not good. We're cutting it close. We have Starborn. Like I'm telling you, you are a special person. Okay, you have special abilities. You are above average, pile one, and I'm not just trying to like flatter you. I'm serious. I feel that energy on this pile. If you chose this pile, you were drawn to this pile. This is you. Accept it. Accept it. Accept it. You are an exceptional person, and you are meant to do greater things, things that you were pulled towards. And there's no need to be afraid of that. You can, like I said earlier, you can step confidently towards your liberation, towards your freedom. You'll do this gracefully. We have the grace card. Look at this person here. It's like, I don't know. And I do want to note this person in this card. I don't know why, but this mask is standing out. I feel like you mask yourself. Like I feel like you downplay your greatness. It's not serving you to do that. I'm not saying be arrogant, I mean, let's be honest, like that's not a very flattering look to be arrogant and, conceited and cocky about things, but there's nothing wrong with admitting that you're good at something and then like showing it to the world. Take the mask off and be like, look, this is who I am. This is what I am. You know? Okay, so let's see. There's the Starborn. And then the last card we have here is Transformation. This, oh my God. Transformation. This is making me think of the Platonic energy. I'm saying Plutonic, by the way. Pluto. Um, Not Platonic. Plutonic. This is Scorpionic energy. This is the cycles. This is the Phoenix, the death and the rebirth. This transformation card is making me is confirming that for me. What's this? Put this over here. Yeah, pile one. Give yourself credit, okay? So if you're new here, I've gotten quite a few newer followers here or subscribers. If you're new here, I'm so glad to have you, and please stick around if you like what you're hearing here in these newer readings, the last two or three. I'm trying to be as authentic as possible. I feel like this is a message for you, Paul One. I feel like this is the energy that I'm sitting in right now. It's authenticity. It's being honest with yourself and everyone around you. This is who I am. This is what I want to do with my life. And if you have to step away, just be honest. And I mean, there's no need in being ugly about it. Just be like, look, this isn't working for me. I have to step away from, things that don't serve me. There's no shame. There's no guilt in that. You came here to shine, the Starborn card. You came here to clear karma and shine, and you've done a lot of that. Well, you've done a lot of karma clearing. Now it's time to shine. Okay. Look at this. It's time to shine. Look at this. Look how different and eye-catching this is. There's so much sheen on this. Like, look at this card here that you chose. This strange, like, beautiful, weird. What is that? If I saw that somewhere in the wild, I'd be like, oh my God, I'd be marveling at it. This is the energy. This is the energy I'm getting from you, Bowen. Anyways, okay, I'm gonna end the reading there. Hopefully something in this resonated for you. You're a badass, okay? I hope that resonates for you, pal one. Claim it. Claim it. Yes. Thank you for watching. I really, really do appreciate it. And I hope to see you in the next one. If you chose pal 2 with the identity keyword, this kyanite stone here, and this little botanical card, this is your reading. So I still am not quite sure what I'm going to title this video, but we will figure it out. I'm going to go ahead and get started here. There's no tarot cards in this reading today. These are all oracles. Actually, there's one tarot card in here. It's this one. But we're not going to use tarot decks. We're just going to jump right into this. Pile 1 was kind of like it's kind of like a spiritual evolution reading, kind of letting them know, where they're at spiritually, kind of giving them a scope on it, or helping them understand that. That kind of, I feel like, is what I would like for this reading to be about. So we'll see if yours goes that way too, Paul, too. So your archetype card we have here is Observer. Okay. We have Communicate. I think the last reading I did had one of these in it, and I still can't remember what it's called. Um, it goes on a Ouija board, and I made a big deal about it in the last video too. If you're here from that, Paul, let me know. um, I don't know. This is significant in some way. You're having some sort of like spiritual. You're connecting spiritually, or you're communicating with your own spiritual side. I think this might be new for you, Paul, too. It's kyanite. I'm really not sure what kyanite is for. I'm not like a stone expert, but something about that is making me think of a blue wing, which is making me think of angelic communication, actually. I think and we have identity here. I think maybe you're learning who you are. You're learning that you have a spiritual side. It's an interesting note. Okay. Anxiety. Ooh, it might help you with anxious thoughts, or it might help you with, I don't know, I feel like it soothes your soul to tap more into your spiritual side, to see things through a different lens. Look at this. We have these two different. You're seeing the truth of some things through a spiritual lens, which may be new to you. I don't know where I'm getting that new energy from. Like something feels new. Something feels like it's developing right now. This isn't something that you've always done or have always had. This is kind of like insight, this kind of observer nature. It's like somebody seeing, oh, that's what's going on. That's kind of like what I'm feeling right now. It's like a epiphany almost, but not like, I don't know. And it's like as you see this unfolding, or as you see more and more of the picture, you become more still and poised. This anxiety card is flagging me that you have experienced anxiety in the past. I think that's evolving and changing. Okay. We have emptiness. Oh my God. Okay. Whoa, Paul 2. You're filling the void. You're realizing that there is a void. Interesting. You can see it clearly. And spirituality is going to fill that void. Wow. Let me try to make some space here. Just put this up here. Sorry, there's not room. It's so funny. We're talking about emptiness and void, but I'm feeling like, oh, there's not enough room here. What were you filling the void with before, previously, Pal 2? I'm curious. You're finding something more fulfilling in life. You're finding something to fill that void, something more meaningful. This is a huge accomplishment. This is a huge step forward. This is a huge stride for you. I feel like this is life-changing. You're coming to know yourself, your true self, your spiritual side, your soul. Wow. Sea serpent. This makes sense. So Palwyn had the snake card, and it also has this Ouroboros type thing going on there. I'm not real well versed in these special cards in this animal deck. This was an animal deck, and this is like a spiritual animal. Obviously, it's not a real animal. So I'm not sure what this represents. I know what it represents to me. This makes me think of, I don't know how you say it, Jorgamund. I don't know how to say it anyway. It's it's a Norse thing. And honestly, this also makes me feel that epiphany energy. It's like a deconstructing of your past reality. It's the ending of what you thought you knew and the beginning of I don't even know. There's not even a there's nothing attached to that statement. How strange. Pile two, you're the deep pile. You're the pile that goes deep, okay? And it's even hard for me to put into words the level you're on. Whoa. Whoa, pile two. You're I think that your psyche, okay, because there's something about this observer that makes me feel like there's a psychological component to this reading. And this communicate with this little whatever you call that thing. Um, it makes me feel like you communicate with something very primal within yourself. And I think you're like becoming more conscious of that about yourself. And this is deeply spiritual. It may shock you that you are that deeply spiritual. You may not have considered yourself deeply spiritual, but you are. And you have spiritual sight. You have intuitive sight. You Okay, let's keep going. All right, like we have the full look at this. I said there's something. It's the ending of something, and the beginning. Okay, the fool is the zero in the tarot. This is the very beginning. Oh my god. I don't want to go too deep because this is YouTube and I don't, I don't know who's watching my videos, but the depth, and we have the sea serpent here. I mean, obviously there's depth. The depth, the vastness. Look at the scene on the card you chose. It's like some mountains and like a valley, and there's so much. There's like layering the scene. There's layers to the scene. There's a lot going on there. You're a very layered person. You're a very deep person. A very, what's the word? Your inner world is extremely complex. That's kind of what I'm getting. So your experience here, Patu, on Earth, this life, your experience is very unique. The way you experience life is totally different than the average person. Like the average person would think that they were living in like some kind of trip, like that, like they would be like they're tripping, like psychedelic trip. Like they couldn't even. I don't know. Hopefully, somebody's resonate with this. I think we have healing. You're healing on a deep spiritual level, and I. The weirdest part is, I think you had like you were unaware of that. There's been some like heavier feelings with this anxiety and emptiness. There's been some heavier experiences in your life, and maybe without good cause, or it seems like without good cause. And you're like, why am I experiencing these crazy things? Why is my inner world so tumultuous? Okay, it's because you're healing on a spiritual level. So you it's like you incarnated as this avatar that you are, with this sort of weird lens to look through so that you could heal on a deep level. Wow. I keep saying wow, like I'm just like, this is, huh. We have Pluto with transformation, control, obsession, power, and sex. So this is less about sex. I'm that keyword on there always throws me off. I'm like, they have that in there. But we have transformation there. You definitely could be connected to pile one if you were drawn to it at all. Please do watch pile one as well. And then the last card we have here is the Siren. Something is calling you. Something is calling you. Something is calling you to the depths, okay? Do not be afraid of the depths of your inner world. Do not be afraid to explore that. This is where the healing takes place. What the? There's something under the house. It's just, I don't know. I don't know what's going on under there. Okay. It's something under my house. There's something beneath the surface, Paul, too. Don't be afraid of what's beneath the surface. It's just part of your healing journey. I honestly, I don't want to add too much else to this reading. This Paul 2's reading is a lot shorter than Paul 1's, but I think this is what you needed to hear, Paul 2. This should be a confirmation for you. I think that, like, if any of this has resonated so far, the whole purpose of you coming across this video is just so that you can feel a little bit more at ease. We have anxiety there and emptiness. So you can feel a little bit more at ease and a little bit more like that your experience is for a reason and that you're not empty. Okay. And to lean into spirituality, lean into it. Do not be afraid of it. Do not be afraid of your psyche. Go there, you know, go into the inner depths. It's safe to follow the siren. Okay. It's safe to follow the call. You may have experienced some very frightening things, I'm hearing. Very things that people are, the average person could not even fathom. Like, the average person could not even, they would go insane if they experienced it, okay? They would go insane. And the reason why you're experiencing this is because of what you came here to do. You came here to heal whatever you saw. You came here to heal that. That's your shadow. This, I'm getting a lot of shadow work here, actually. You came here to transform. It's Pluto. Do not be afraid of your layers. Do not be afraid of your depths. Do not be afraid of your complexity. Embrace your complexity. It is a blessing. It is a gift. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. Hopefully something in this resonated for you. I appreciate you for watching and hope to see you in the next one. If you chose pile 3 with the reflection keyword, this desert rose stone, and this botanical card here with the pomegranate on it, this is your reading. So I'm still kind of winging it on what the topic of this is. We're just going to call it a mystery reading for now. Pile 2 was whoa. Pile 1 was whoa, but in a different way. I'm feeling really good about these readings so far. It feels like there's so much meaning. There's so much meaning. Your pile, I think, is going to be centered around the meaning of things. You finding meaning in things. You understanding the meaning of things. And the way that you are discovering the meaning of things is by reflecting. It's by seeing yourself. This is giving me vibes of pile 2 as well. With the identity card, I do think probably all 4 of these piles are connected. I hate saying that in a reading because I'm not trying to make you watch the entire video, but if you were called to watch any of the other ones, if you felt like any of the other ones were calling you, please do watch them. Okay, let's go. Let's go with this. We have open. I just said let's go. Open. The door is open for you. Pile 3. The door is opening. The door is opening, and you're seeing that it is the door for you. There may have been other doors opened before in the past, and you weren't quite sure, like, if that's really a path you want to go down or if that's really a room you want to go into. I feel like there is something opening up for you here. This pomegranate is very significant. Maybe learn about the spiritual symbology of pomegranate. I mean, I know a little bit, but not the full meaning of it. Like, there's more meaning that I can't express to you or I can't articulate to you. Yeah, let me keep going here. We have Moon Cat. Look, this card right here is probably one of my favorite cards out of this deck. Things aren't what they seem. The Moon Cat's also making me think of the Cheshire Cat. It's making me think of we're all mad here. There's a reason though. There's a ramen reason. Have you ever watched Alice in Wonderland as an adult? Like, after when you were a kid, you watched it a bunch of times, like the Disney version, and it's like it just seemed like a bunch of nonsense. But then, like, when you watch it as an adult, especially after having any kind of spiritual insight, you understand the parallels, the patterns, the meanings of it all. There's very deep meaning to it all. And that's the vibes I'm getting here. I'm also thinking of there's a movie about a tire. You may know about this, you may not. It's called Rubber. And like the the phrase of the movie is like no reason. Because the movie's just really dumb. I mean, there's no point to it really. It's this energy. Why am I thinking of that movie? But I'm saying there's so much meaning. It's like you're discovering that everything matters and nothing matters. It adds a richness to life. And you're seeing that I feel like the evolution that your spirit is experiencing, your path of evolution, you're at the point where I don't know, it's giving me a little bit of Buddhism. It's like you're realizing nothing matters, but that it all matters. Let's just keep going. We have determination. Okay. This is a very, and like this moon actually looks like a sun face to me, and it is yellow. Let's keep going. There's something. I don't know. I don't know what these cards are. I haven't seen them. Forgiveness. It's like you're seeing why certain things have happened and feeling okay about it finally. And also feeling like you're above it. It's this cat. You're above it. You're hanging above it, and you're looking down and you're like, that situation was like, I'm so much bigger than that situation. And I'm so much more mature than the situation I was in. And realizing that there is a meaning to being on that level, or there's a reason for being in that situation and feeling okay with it, coming to terms with it and accepting it. We have forgiveness here. Somebody has felt like they ran into so many closed doors because of some kind of situation in the past or because of some like energy that you were in, some kind of stuck energy. It's like everything you did was like, I keep running into doors and they're not open and they're locked. But those doors are finally opening because you have accepted why things didn't work. This is so weird. Such a contradictory, but it makes so much sense. Man, I don't know. Let me know in the comments, please. This one is having me confused. It's having me confused, but I'm okay with it. We have octopus. I'm overthinking this. Pile 3, do you overthink everything? Maybe maybe you find meaning in things that it's best just to like not find meaning in. It's best to just chalk it up to coincidence sometimes. You don't have to know why something happened for it to have been right for it to happen. Does that make sense? God, and I'm seeing somebody with this octopus in this door, somebody trying many, many different keys. I'm getting the visuals of The Matrix Reloaded, I think it is. It's the second one, maybe? Is it the second one or the third one? Oh, it could be the first one. I don't remember. Anyway, I've seen all three of those movies so many times. I don't even, they run together. Like, I don't know. Um, it's the one with the key guy, the key maker, and he has like a million keys, and he's like trying all these different keys for whatever doors. I feel like this was you in the past. You're like, how can I get through this door? You know, like there's like this path you wanted to take, and you're like, how can I get through? How can I make this happen? How can I open that door for myself? And now the door's just opening, and you're like, what the hell? Why is this door just all of a sudden opening when I was trying so hard? It's because the forgiveness was needed. You're like, okay, and this makes sense. I forgot about this determination card. You were so determined. This octopus is the determination. You're so determined, but now that you have this spiritual insight and you see the meaning behind it, um, everything's effortless now from this point forward. I think, look, you've made leaps and bounds. This dude's leaping from uh, rock to rock there. You've made leaps and bounds here. I'm so sorry if this has been kind of a chaotic reading. It's a strange energy. We have Ace of Coins. Okay, there's opportunities are coming for you. Pile 3. Look forward to it. Claim it. Opportunities. Opportunities. It's like, Kathy, you just know now. You just know that everything you need is going to be provided for you. This imagery here is very reflective. This blue, it's like that blue there. There's a comfort. I feel like a comfort and a peace, like I said, but that everything is happening the way it should. It's a sense of calm and peace about it. We have a thunderbolt. Okay. You've gained a lot of. You become powerful. You become powerful. I think this is the Tower card in Standard Tarot, and these people are falling off this thing here as a result of lightning striking something and kind of like making it crash down. It couldn't withstand the zing, you know. You may have experienced a tower moment in the past, a time where it seemed like everything was falling apart and everything was like over, and you thought your life was over. You're like, oh my god, is this it? Is this the end? And you're not feeling like that anymore. Opportunities are going to start presenting themselves. The door is going to open. And I really, with this octopus, I think there's going to be multiple opportunities. There's going to be more than one. And you're like, oh, okay, that's why everything had to happen like that, so that I could have this opportunity, so that things could play out and pan out this way. And something very unsettling has happened. Something like that feels very jarring, I think, maybe has happened in your life. That was for a very good reason. There's a message here of that. That was for a very good reason, just know that. Okay. The king. Ooh. Look at that. Wow. Oh my god, I don't know. This is. What does this mean, pile 3? Just give me just a second. I feel like you're you're in such an energy. You're in an energy where you just like you understand. You're probably like if this is any of this is resonating, you're probably understanding everything I'm saying, and I'm just sitting here like confused about it, and you're like, yeah, no, that makes perfect sense. That's that's kind of the space you're in, having understanding, and that understanding is bringing you a sense of peace through forgiveness. It's like there's something that you never even thought possible or that you never thought you were capable of that you have engaged in or taken the opportunity or gone towards because of a tower moment, because of something falling apart and crumbling. I'm the master of my life, is what I'm hearing. I'm the master of my life. Being here, it's like you're the ruler of your own life. You have this opportunity to be the ruler of your own life. I think that you will be coming to a place of forgiveness for yourself. We have reflection there. It's like looking in the mirror and being like, you know what? I accept you. I accept you, and I accept all of the crazy shit that you've been through, and I accept the way you handled it all because you're human and because you are. I'm literally seeing somebody look in the mirror and loving themselves and saying, you mean everything to me. Literally appreciating themselves and feeling like this king energy. It's gratitude for being who you are. That's beautiful. Okay. I'm sorry. I didn't look, we have Scorpio here. So Pile 1 and 2 had scorpionic type influence in their reading as well. Um, this Scorpio energy. There is a purification happening. Yes. Empowered. And I say you're becoming more powerful. I think things are surfacing for you, Pile 3. There are things that were hidden that are surfacing, and you're looking at them, you're reflecting on them. We have a reflection card. Reflecting on them, and the very acceptance and forgiveness that you feel, and gratitude to just be able to experience this life is opening doors for you. It's opening your mind. It's creating multiple pathways to manifest the life you want, to move towards the things you want in life. Someone's very clever as well. This cat. I'm hearing clever kitty. I don't know what that is. It's just the vibes of a cat, you know? I'm also hearing 9 lives. Somebody may have had like a near death experience of some sort and bounced back from it. Maybe you didn't expect to, and you did, and now it's like you're so powerful as a person. You learned so much through that experience. It's okay to mess up too. I don't know, somebody needs to hear that. It's okay to have, even if it's multiple times, you're here living out an experience. You're here to experience life, all different aspects of it, and it's okay. Okay, this pomegranate is making me. So I told you I don't know exactly the spiritual whatever of it, but I mean, there's a story about, what is it, Persephone and the underworld and all that. Um, Maybe look into that story, some sort of like mythology about it. It's making me think of the Scorpio and the underworld and all that. Okay, I think I'm gonna end the reading there, pile 3. Hopefully, this reading was helpful for you in some way. The readings are something. They really are. I'm feeling it. I hope it's translating. I hope, like I said, I hope it's helpful. And I really do appreciate you for watching. If you're new here and you like this style of reading, please do subscribe, and I will be uploading more videos like this. And I hope to see you in the next one. If you chose pile 4, the bonus pile today, this is your reading. I don't typically do 4 piles, as I stated in the intro, but it came out and I was like, no, you know what? We're doing 4 piles. So the other 3 piles did seem to be connected. So I will tell you, pile 4, if you felt drawn to any of the other piles, please do watch them. There could be a message for you in there. So you chose the community card as your keyword. So this might be a major theme in your life right now. Or maybe something that you're looking forward to, or something that you would like to cultivate. You might want to cultivate a community of some sort. You have the amethyst stone there, which is like a very spiritual stone, a psychic intuitive stone. We have the iris here. I'm not sure the spiritual significance of this one, but it is very beautiful. It has a very elegant vibe to it. We have a moth here too. With this moth, I feel like somebody's in a state of being. I don't know what that means. Let's see. Somebody is just in a state of being, like just chilling. We have warrior, okay? We have see beyond. Look at that one, the amethyst. I was picking that up right away. Psychic abilities, psychic intuitive abilities may be coming online for you, maybe getting stronger, maybe strengthening. You may have a vision as well. You may be able to see something. You may have some sort of foresight, something in the future. You see it coming. Hmm. We have the Ten of Wands. Okay, let's keep going. This color scheme is very interesting to me. That's standing out. We have pain. Okay, Ten of Wands and pain. Hold on. Let's keep going. We have connection. connection and community. What's this about, Spirit? I feel it coming. The song, I feel it coming. It's a Weekend song. Fire ant. Something stings. Huh. Friendliness. Friendliness, community, and connection. For someone very specifically, brother is a word I'm getting. Someone who you consider to be a brother or a literal brother. Maybe, maybe at a distance from them. It may be painful. Something may have been said or something, or you want to say something to this brother. I don't know. I'm literally, I'm literally getting a very, when I get messages like this, I'm like, should I say this? I don't know. Let's keep going. 10th house. Something needs to be said to someone. There's something that you feel you need to say to someone that might sting, might be a little painful, a little hurtful. It might be a burden as well. You want to communicate with somebody that something's a burden on you, or you want to talk to someone about a burden that you have, but you don't want to burden them with your burden. Does that make sense? Someone needs to foster connection with a sibling, someone very specifically, very specifically. This might not resonate for everybody that chose this pile. But if it does, I mean, like, and you were thinking about it, like if you're thinking about connecting with someone that you considered like a brother or like even a sibling, someone that you considered, to be family to you, could literally be family. Um, this is something that you need to get off your chest with that 10 of Wands. You know that this is something you need to do. You felt very guarded with this warrior here. He has armor on. You felt very guarded and stoic, even a lack of emotion in this situation. You felt like you had to withdraw and not be open about what's happening with you to this person. But they need to know, and it's going to help you and them. It's going to foster a connection. It's going to reestablish a connection. Well, okay, so the title of this video, I don't know what I'm going to title this video because this is not like the other three piles. Maybe some more message will come through that will kind of tie it in, but we have 10th house. Somebody has a lot of responsibility on them, and the fact that they don't share that with people, the fact that they don't really have a community is really wearing on them. If this is you, pile 4, this is kind of like a nudge to reach out to people, and don't be afraid to make connections with people. You will be shocked at how friendly people will be or how receptive they will be to your gesture. With this Iris card, I'm getting, is it a Goo? No, it's not Google Dolls, or is it Collective Soul? The song is called Iris. The title of the song is called Iris. The lyrics of that song may be very significant, and I'm really not even sure what the lyrics are, but I feel like that's relevant here. The 90s song. Um, we have Mercury, communication. You need to communicate. You need to communicate this to people. You need to communicate this to somebody. People don't know just how burdened you are, all for. It will make them feel better to know that you even considered opening up to them. You being vulnerable with them will make them feel important and special in your life because they care about you and they know that you don't share your burdens with people. Wow, we have Kairos. Kairos is about divine timing as well. There may be a rhyme and reason for you to have. There's like a building up. There's a building up of struggle or burdens. Something stacking up. I'm getting a sense of something stacking up. And it had to get to a certain breaking point for you to finally reach out. And it had to happen in a specific time because the people that you need to reach out to, they weren't, there wasn't an open channel of connectivity. I don't know, I hope this makes sense. There wasn't anything for you to connect about or to connect through. Does that make sense? You struggled with this burden for a long time and never reached out because the people that you want to reach out to or the people you want to connect with weren't in, evolved enough or in a place to connect with you. You may have developed some sort of resentment, the fire ant, resentment towards these people because you couldn't connect with them and you're just frustrated. I think you're seeing now why you couldn't connect with them before, and it was of no fault of theirs or yours. It had to do with divine timing. This Kairos card. This Kairos card is also giving me Saturnian energy, which is like learning through perseverance, learning through, it's like lessons through time, lessons through, I don't know. Yeah, well, 10th house is giving me Saturn energy as well. Capricorn energy, sorry. Um, yeah, I was like, where am I getting that? It's there. It's literally there in the cards. Look at these two trees here. You reach out and foster a connection with the people that you care about or the people that you're thinking about right now, the people that are on your mind when I'm talking about this. You reach out and try to connect with them. It's going to be a very beautiful, harmonious connection. It's going to be very fulfilling, and it's going to be good for both parties. It's about damn time, is what I'm hearing. Wow. You know, I'm thinking of, is this a samurai here? This warrior? Aren't they kind of solitary? They kind of fight battles alone, or I don't know. I don't know enough about samurais to just be talking about it, but I'm picturing somebody who's fighting battles alone, or they have been for a long time. I want to kind of go back to that. Someone feeling like they had to fight their battles alone. You don't. And now is the time for you to reach out. Now is the time for you to connect with people. Even if you don't want to ask for help per se, because I don't really even get that. I don't even get you asking for help. It's more about the help you're going to receive or the help you need is just connecting with these people. It's not you saying, hey, I need help with this or this is too much for me. It's you being like, hey, how are you doing? And then you just literally connecting with the people. And then everybody in the situation feels better. Everybody in the situation feels lighter. Wow. It's that simple. All it, like these heavier cards over here, this 10th house, the 10 of wands, pain, and a fire ant, this, these negative themes over here are things that you've been experiencing already. These are not things that are going to happen. These are your battle scars. We have the warrior there. These are your battle scars. You know, there's going to be some point when you reach out to these people or you connect with them where you finally tell them what you experienced. And they're going to be like, oh my God, I had no idea. And that validation of somebody, you know, acknowledging that you have been through the ringer, is going to feel so relieving. Like you're going to feel so, I don't know, it's going to open up I feel like it's going to open up your spirituality more. And spirituality was a theme in pretty much all three pile or all three previous piles, and it's definitely in this pile as well. With the sea beyond, with the opening of your third eye, pile four, you are going to connect with people much easier. The reason why you couldn't connect with people before is because you didn't have the spiritual insight. You are now able to see beyond your pain. You're able to see beyond your burdens. You're able to see beyond the frustrations of the constraints of time, of things taking time to work through. That's so frustrating, right? You're able to see why all of these things happened. I don't remember which pile it was. We talked about that in one of the other piles too. I do think this is going to be a spiritual evolution video. I think that's what I'm going to title it, since we're on the fourth pile and they kind of all had similar themes. Very different readings, but very similar theme there as far as what we're experiencing spiritually. Um, it's big deal stuff. And I think a lot of people don't realize just how complex the human experience is. And the reason why it doesn't seem complex to some people is because their level of consciousness is lower. Okay. The more consciousness you have, you see how deep and complex it really is. And you're getting there, pile four. You are getting there. I'm not saying that, you're reaching your full potential right now, right this very second, but you're evolving. You are expanding spiritually, you are expanding your consciousness, and everything's happening the way it's supposed to. It may have just been taking longer than you would have expected. There's no need to be frustrated about these things. They happen in their own time. Okay, Paul 4. I think that wraps up this reading. Hopefully something in this was helpful for you or confirming for you. Maybe, hopefully, there were some of these things you already knew, and this is just a confirmation. I really appreciate you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.